Hey folks, so I'm just getting ready to install my drop-in sink in my countertop here, and I just wanted to show you guys how I was able to get around the problem of these clips which came with the sink. Now my sink is Swiss Madison, but I think many sink manufacturers send a clip that looks very much like this. You see they have these channels run around the sink, and the clip here is supposed to like slide into the channel like that, and then the lip of it, end of it here, just kind of grips onto the countertop underside of it, and then you see a little slot there for a screwdriver. You put your screwdriver in there and you turn that screw, and as you do, this clip just sort of pushes down, and puts pressure on the underside of the countertop and then holds it in place. Well, these things are absolutely horrible. They just plain don't work as intended. I mean, for one thing, here I set up a little demonstration here. I clamped a piece of blocking to represent the countertop in place here. For one thing, what happens is when you put these things in, they don't stay in one place. They move all over the place. This thing, the clip itself, it turns. See, it can rotate out of position. The thing wobbles side to side. It pushes back. It rotates back away from the countertop. I mean, I know what they're intending. In theory, you're supposed to just put the clip in place, put the screwdriver straight down in, and screw it, and this thing is just supposed to grip onto the countertop. But it actually doesn't do that. I mean, for one thing, you're not going to be able to reach in with your other hand. You're screwing it in with a screwdriver with one hand. You're not going to be able to reach in with your other hand and hold that clip into place while you're screwing it in with the screwdriver. I mean, a clip in this particular location of the sink, that might be possibly. But most of the sink, if you look all around, you can see that thing is very close to the edge. The bowl is like right up against it. You don't have any room to get your hands in there to be holding that thing while you're trying to screw it in. It just doesn't work. And what's more, once you actually do get it like kind of seated in place, where that clip is like gripping the countertop. Okay, so you got your screwdriver and you're just starting to screw it in, right? That thing, it has a tendency to like slip out of place. Well, not just out of the slot, but the clip starts to run. But also, look how far back that screwdriver is setting. That's because this clip is just tilting back like that in response to the pressure that the underside of the countertop is putting on these little tips on the clip. And you know what? In any other area, you're not. Look at the bowl beyond, right? You try to put a clip in over there, you're not going to be able to bend your screwdriver to that angle in order to fit into that slot. So your screwdriver is going to be like this, angled like this, where your clip is angled like this, and then you're going to start to slip off the slot and maybe even break the way these little pins are here with that slot. These things can break right off, if you put too much pressure on with your screwdriver. Anyway, like I said, these things are just absolutely horrible. So instead, this is what I went with. I got these from Lowe's. Okay, this is the brand is called Keeney. That's the item number. Here, I get a better look at that. That's the item number. That's the model number. They're Keeney. They're also listed as Dearborn, but there's a few different manufacturers that make them, but they're pretty similar. But I like this particular clip for a couple reasons. Number one, you can see when you look in the clip there, these things have like a little a little barb that you can see down at the bottom there that clips onto the channel, right? Well, these things are set up in such a way that that barb grips the inside of the channel on the front, so you can actually locate it closer to the countertop, and that helps in the installation. These things are pretty well designed. You can either snap them on down onto the channel. I actually tend to prefer to slide them on from the end. You know, I put them on over here and slide them down into place. But they're just a lot better solution. What happens is when you first put them in, right, the way they come out of the box, these things tilt. You see, they tilt down out of the way, and that allows you to just push them away, right? Get the sink ready. You drop it down in place, and once the sink is in, then you push these things into place, and the thing is positioned above the countertop. Then you start screwing the thing down. Now the screw, as you start to push this thing down, right, here's one, for example, that's already been pushed down a little bit. This represents one where you've already turned the screw a few turns, right? You can see this one does not push back, because those metal clips that ride through that plastic dowel there, they push down and they prevent the thing from pushing back. So once you get the thing turned 1 or 2 turns, this thing is going to stay. Now, it can possibly go like side to side a little bit like this, but it's nowhere near as bad as you know, these horrible clips that the thing came with, that turn around and bend every which way. They're total range of motion. So, and also you don't need to hold these things with your hand while you're screwing them in. That's the other good thing, is the screw head is, they give you a Phillips screwdriver, so it's with a larger head like a regular screw, so it's a lot easier to get a grip on that thing with a screwdriver. And you just gently put the screwdriver in there and snug it down. And I've already tried it, and they hold the countertop in the sink rather in the countertop really nicely. You don't want to over tighten it, because these screws do just go through that plastic dowel, so you just want to make it snug, not so much that those screws will start to pull out. But you know, this thing here, this like a gasket, a foam gasket that I have around the sink, it's supposed to be compressed a little bit in order to allow the rim of the sink to come down right on top of the countertop. And this thing even allows you to push the thing down tight enough so that foam is completely compressed, and that steel rim is sitting like right on top of the countertop. So I think those are a much better choice, and maybe you will too. I hope that helps, and thanks for watching.